Hello, YouTube family. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. It's been one of those days, so it took me a while. I hate the blouse that I have on because I don't know. It's getting hot on the East Coast. We're experiencing kind of like our first big heat wave, but it's good. Happy Father's Day to all of the dads. Fathers, because we always hear about the bad ones. There's so many men. There's so many men who are good dads, maybe even raised by a good dad, but all men should not be punished for a few. So, to the dads, happy Father's Day. It's not cute not knowing, and now we're going to know. Let's get this hug. I forgot to mention Usher. Yeah, he's going to do the BET Awards, get a Lifetime Achievement Award. Yes, he's performing at Essence. But he has been using his voice to be an advocate for diabetes. He went to Capitol Hill, and he really spoke on the fact that the cost of the medicines can be so high. And a lot of people, the seniors, they can't afford the medicine to stay alive, and he went and using his platform to talk about it. So I wanted to mention that. Netflix is getting into the hot dog eating contest. Joey Chestnut, I mentioned him a couple of episodes back. He got kicked out of Nathan's 4th of July Coney Island because he was supporting another brand. He's going to be live on Netflix Labor Day weekend in another hot dog eating contest. I don't know how they do it, but he's kind of like the reigning champ. Real Housewives of Atlanta and Kenya Moore. Her behavior has gotten her in a whole lot of trouble. I don't like these housewife shows, but apparently Kenya, who is 53 years old, they were filming, and there's some newcomers on there, and the newcomers are younger. Apparently Kenya got a picture of the newbie giving someone oral sex. She had the picture blown up on posters and was showing them as people would come to her house for a party. That's kind of cruel. It's like, it goes beyond petty. It was like, who would do that? Kenya Moore? But yeah, she's suspended indefinitely, and don't be surprised if they just get rid of her. The TUBI network, they got some bragging rights. You know, a lot of people make jokes about TUBI. I got a movie on TUBI, Money Lovers. I play the mayor, Mayor Brown. Apparently in May, TUBI had better streaming numbers than Disney Plus, than Peacock, than HBO Max, and Paramount Plus. What does that say? TUBI is a free network. People are fed up with the rising cost of the streaming services. There is a consumer backlash. It's not just the streaming services. It's the fast bucks, Starbucks, the fast food restaurant. People are tired. They see what they're spending. You go to the supermarket, doggone little box of cereal, almost $10. People are tired. You go to the market and you will stand there and be like, well, what the heck did I just buy? Whoop. Look at me. I'm so upset. The damn phone fell. But people are tired. People are tired of the high prices. TUBI, you get for free. TUBI cleaning up. Better streaming numbers. Are you surprised? They say that Jennifer Lopez is going to stop going after Ben, and she's going to stop trying to make this marriage work. You can't make a person love you. You can't make a person stay with you. It's like having a square, fitting it into a circle. She probably feels very embarrassed because it's like, oh, damn, another marriage? And it was everywhere. And it's like, it is blown up in her face. I think he's doing everything to say, we leave. We just go. She said, now, I'm going to tell you how they do these PR spins. They're going to make it seem like Ben is the bad guy. Her family is already turned against him. And they're talking about that he's grumpy, that he smokes all the time, that he be cussing all the time. He's irritated all the time. He won't stop eating junk food. Jennifer is embarrassed, and they got to put a spin on it. I think that's why you haven't heard of a divorce. But when they do, I want you to pay attention to this. They got to make her look like the good girl, and they are. They're going to trash Ben. Ben's reputation is going to take a hit, but they're going to have Jennifer Lopez come out smelling like a rose. Like, she tried to love him. She did all she could to love him. He just didn't want to be loved. She's feeling really good. Her movie on Netflix, Atlas, millions of viewers. And they said she's going to resume her tour next year because she stopped everything. They're trying to save the marriage, but, kind of infiltrate with the family. But it's really funny because I don't think that his mother likes her. Then his ex-wife, the mother of his children, she's in the mix. It's just... Kenny Rogers wrote a song called The Gambler. It's been a long day for me. You got to know when to fold them, know when to hold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You better count your money while you're sitting at the table. When the dealing is done, you got to know and save yourself from the public humiliation. She'll have another man in a few months and she's going to be fine. But I think right now she's very embarrassed, and she tried. But sometimes you got to say, I've had enough. I used to play country music, and The Gambler was one of my favorite songs. Divorce in the Black is a new Tyler Perry movie starring Megan Good. The comments have been crazy. It's coming on Prime Video on July 11th. And it's kind of like your typical Tyler Perry movie, woman in a bad marriage. He's mean, he's abusive. She leaves and she goes on to find love. And the people kept saying, and she found love with a light-skinned man. People can be so... I think they don't want to give him a chance, but Megan really looks good. The cast includes Richard Lawson, who is married to Beyonce's mom, soap opera vet Debbie Morgan. She also stars, and Corey Hardrick. I can't think, was he married to Tia or Tamara? Maybe it was Tamara. I get the girls confused. He plays the bad husband. It looks good, but Tyler's not reinventing the wheel. But Divorce in the Black, it arrives on Prime, July 11th. Pat Sajak. Last week, he left Wheel of Fortune. Well, they filmed, I guess this will be the first show, where they passed the torch to Ryan Seacrest. And as Pat passed the torch to Ryan, the new host of Wheel of Fortune, he told him, you're not going to find a better host or co-host than Vanna White. Ageism is real. For years, Vanna didn't make the money that Pat made. They kept her on, but will they keep her? And the minute she starts to look older, like really older than Ryan, they will replace her with someone younger. That's just how they do. That's ageism is so real. Women are not allowed. Lil Wayne is coming to Las Vegas. Yes, he is. He got 2 dual residencies where he'll be at one hotel, then a couple of weeks later, he will be at another. The shows are scheduled for late June and July, which makes me wonder, I'm like this, is he going to be at Essence Fest with Cash Money Millionaires? Now, somebody told me to don't be surprised because, they're trying to bring, Juvie and just everybody. Does this mean that Lil Wayne's not going to be with them? Because they're doing this big thing in Essence July 4th weekend. July 4th through the 7th. Will Lil Wayne be there? I know that Michael Strahan and his family are so happy. His daughter, Isabella, 19 years old, she'd gone through the brain cancer. She finally finished her rounds of chemo. Let's hope that young lady continues to get well. Going to the movies today, I had a chance to interview actor Tony Hale. He was in the Beyonce, the Verizon commercial. He was in Veep. He was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He plays the voice of fear in this animated Pixar film that is already taken in $34 million at the box office. It's just the beginning of the weekend. It's about preteens and everything they go through. If you've had a preteen, you got a preteen now. And you remember when your kids were a preteen. It was just weirdness goes on with the kids. He plays the voice of fear. I had a chance to see it. The 9-year-old, she loved it. She loved it. And I did too. It was very enjoyable. A lot of people are going to see Ride or Die. Bad Boys 4. They said, I heard about it. Or some people just want to go and see it again. Big weekend, the Tony Awards. Will it be the night of Alicia Keys in Hell's Kitchen? And they're going to be remaking An Officer and a Gentleman. I hate remakes. I just think that Hollywood gets lazy. Who's going to play the Richard Gere part? The movie came out in 1982, and it was a great movie. Speaking of ageism, where's Deborah Winger? Where is that actress? She played the love interest, and you don't even see her no more. Child, the minute you start getting old, they're like, on to the next. Miles Teller, he was in Top Gun 4, the adversary to Tom Cruise. He's going to be playing the role of Richard Gere. And I saw this photo, the both of them. I said, he could carry it off. But I don't know about you. Remakes are tiring. They're tiring. You're kind of like, But what can you do? The weekend edition is up. The weekend edition. I'm going to stop banging because it makes the damn phone move. The weekend edition is up, so check it out. We got some great stories on Stephanie Mills and Brandy and Monica and stuff like that, so check it out. We are so close to 75,000. I would like to celebrate next week if we get there. 75. Disclose. Subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a friend. Hit the notification button and you'll know that we are here and we got scoop no matter how late in the day it comes. Leave a comment because I always ask like a ton of questions and I want to hear from you. It's a cute not knowing and give us a thumbs up. Whew, what a Friday. I'm ready to get some crabs and start the weekend. To the dads out there, happy Father's Day. Have a great weekend. It's a cute not knowing. And now you know, I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture.